All right, what's up, everybody? Robert Peppo, Small Business Uncensored, episode 14. I appreciate you rocking with me. I'm going to call this one Follow the Blueprint. All right, so again, follow on all social media, follow on YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube. It really is important to me. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate the comments. Slide over to Instagram, Robert_J_Peppo, and on Facebook, Robert Peppo. But Instagram, YouTube, definitely my number ones. Appreciate you guys. So, following the blueprint. I'll get into a little bit of what I think matters when you find a mentor or follow a YouTube channel like this, and why it's important to really get really far involved in that. Okay. Today, I'm also going to talk about, or I'm going to ask actually, what you guys like and dislike as far as my content, how often I drop it. And please, if you got anything you want to hear about, even if it's real numbers of things that I've done when it was maybe putting into the business or starting American Dreams or doing anything, or for our future franchise plans, what that actually looks like. And I'm going to get into that. But if it's something that you guys want to see a little bit earlier, or something that's might be very relevant to you, you can always send me a DM. But if it's on YouTube, you leave a comment, I can just add it to my notes for the next podcast. So please, the way that I can improve is the feedback I get from you guys. So please let me know what you like and dislike. Let me know how I can up my game. I'm only on episode 14, and it usually takes like 100 episodes for your podcast to really feel out what it's going to be, how you're doing things, perfecting what you're doing, and building that base. So we got a long way to go. So I appreciate you guys. Let's see. I actually wanted to talk about a new product that I got that I really like. This is a free plug because I really like good products. I like to shout out people doing dope shit. And I don't really care if you get anything in return from it. When you got something cool, you should share it. If you want to support something that you really like and found value in, and I want to give value back to you guys, then I should continue to tell you guys what I'm doing and how it's working for me. So there's this dope new thing called Link. I'm wearing the wristband right now. It's basically trying to make business cards obsolete and people to get on your social media, your menu, your website quickly as possible, easy as possible, seamless as possible. So Link, what is it? It started off as just a card. I got it here in my cool little card holder that my wife got me. It's super dope. So this is it. The Link card. It's got a chip in it. You say, oh, what do? You own a business. That's cool. Oh, do you have a card on you? Where's your phone? Boom, you tap it. They have all your information right there. Your website, your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, your menu like for us, or they go right to your website right there. Or they can download your contact information to their phone right there. It stores it exactly how iPhone or Android would. Pretty dope. So this is the Link card. Super good for networking. Real professional. Really good weight. I love it. Okay, it's got an NFC chip in it. I also have the wristband. So if I'm out and I don't have my card, I'm just at the gym or something, someone's like, oh, bro, you own Peppo's, which happens a lot when we go everywhere. People know us around here. It's pretty awesome. I'd be like, oh, bro, give me your phone. Boom. Tap it. They got your information. It's done. You can do that for yourself personally, which I will do. But right now I'm just testing it out for the business. We also have this cool little hub. It sits up at the front. And so instead of paper menus, if someone's like, oh, can you order online? Can you do this? Hey, follow Instagram. You love that sandwich? Tag us. Boom, tap that. They tap their phone right to it, pulls it up right there, and you're done. You got your followers. So you're making your business as easy for people to interact with as possible, getting to as many people as possible without interference. Okay, and it's got it on the phone, and everybody's on the phone. Now, I don't want to say it's going to replace paper, but I mean, this is a trend that people are going with. Technology. Everybody's on the phone. Everybody's got their stuff right there. It's easy. It's got a QR code on it on the card and the hub. So if somebody can't tap it just to get, they can scan the QR code. And then boom, the same thing happens. You don't need an app. It's all free. Goes right to your little landing page and it directs them right from there. Kind of think Linktree, kind of. All right. So again, that's Link. Check them out. Get it for your business. Pretty dope. Okay, let's get into this. Sticking to a blueprint. There are a ton of tips and tricks out there from all these gurus on social media. Everybody's got something. Everybody's got their little plan, their little way. Buy my program, this and that. Get involved in Bitcoin. Do the, what are those penny stocks? Whatever they are. Or how to get out of debt. How to build a business. Quick step. There are no quick steps. All right. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. When you follow someone, I'm going to use Dave Ramsey and Grant Cardone as my examples because they are two polar opposites and two people that I really, really like and follow their plans pretty meticulously. All right, so Dave Ramsey. He's got a lot of books. He has a podcast. He has YouTube videos. He has Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And he's very heavy on all of those. He also has Rachel Cruz and a bunch of other people that work with him that put out content. And so why am I telling you this? If I'm like, yo, Dave Ramsey's plan is awesome. I want to be debt free. I want to live my life on my own means. Awesome. You can do that. That works for some people. Make sure it resonates with you, or Dave Ramsey isn't for you. No problem. Then Grant Cardone is for you, and we'll get into that. So when I started with Dave Ramsey, I mean, this was probably 10 years ago. I saw the book, Total Money Makeover. I was like, oh, this is dope. I read that fucking thing, and I loved it. It resonated with me for the point that I was in my life back then, where I wanted to be myself and for business. And what we had done in the past in business that I needed to kind of undo and recover from and build up better. So I loved his plan, but I didn't stop at just reading the book because that would have been okay, maybe, but I needed more. And I really want to pound these things in and follow exactly what he's done or exactly that person's plan every time. So then I found some podcasts. I love the Dave Ramsey podcast. Probably for 2 years, I listened for it every day. Do you understand? That's 2 years every single day. But then I applied it and it worked. And then I got the Financial Peace University book and I signed up for the course, and me and my wife took the course. It was awesome. So I'm honing these ideas down and making it work for me, but I had to go all in because if you just say, oh, pay off your debt with the debt snowball, okay, I mean, that might work, but you might get a little lazy with it. It needs to be ingrained in you for you to have the result that Dave Ramsey thinks you can have. All right. And so we did that and it worked. We did it 2 or 3 times because of the different things that we've done. Again, when I bring Grant Cardone into this, I'll kind of explain why. And it works, but you got to stick to the plan, pretty fucking accurately every time or it's not going to work. And you need to dive all the way into all their content. So you follow exactly what's good. You hear what he's saying. You see what he's doing every time, different situations, and you apply it. All right. But if you don't like Dave Ramsey and you think, oh, I need credit, I don't care about that, that's fine. Let's go with Grant Cardone. One of my favorites. Okay. I have his books. I wear his products. I follow him on my Instagram. I follow his wife, Elena. I share their stuff. I wear their product. I am all in with the Grant Cardone thing. I've listened to his audiobooks. I listen to his podcast. I follow his pilot and his business partners and associates. Why do I do that? Well, how did Grant do this? I want to do that. Well, if he says one cool video and I'm like, oh man, it got me charged up, or one book got me charged up, but that's only one thing. And it'll kind of simmer off as you get away from the time that you read that book. But if you continue to interact with him or be engaged with him and his way of thinking, it will continue to grow and simmer in your mind on how he does it. You'll see how he interacts with people. You'll see how much he posts and how much he's out there, how much he does. And you'll understand that that's what you have to do. If you want to get into real estate and leverage things and grow your business like that, that's the person to listen to. What I like to do is blend the two of them. And I picked like those two, I would just say off the top of my mind, are my 2 favorites in the guru industry. But there's so many people that you could follow and listen. But the reason I need to put out 100 podcasts, or I'm only on 14 and continue to do this little by little, is because you can't possibly get everything out of one book. This is a lifetime of things these people have done. For Peppo, it's 45 years in business, 14 episodes. Are you kidding me? That's not even one for every year. It's impossible to get all the information out that way. So there has to be more, and you have to go all the way with it, or you're not going to get all the information, all the tips and secrets that are there, not just from a clip on Instagram. That might inspire you to continue to look farther, but if you don't look farther, that tip and trick isn't going to work for you. You have to follow the plan. All right, so that's my suggestion today. If you like something and something resonates with you, go all in with it. If Tony Robbins is who you like, listen to him. If this podcast is what you like, go back and listen to every one of them. Grab a little bit out of each, because that's all you're going to get. It's just a little bit of something for you out of each. But if you listen to it over and over, there's going to be more and more and more. And those compounding tips and tricks, now you start to get the blueprint. Now you can follow that plan and apply it to yourself and have it work. Also, outside of all this, read a ton so you can figure out who and what you like. All right, so you can stick with Dave Ramsey, but continue to read more. You can stick with Grant Cardone and Tony Robbins, continue to read more. You can like this podcast, and I'm giving you other people to go find, okay? I'm giving you other products and things to try and do for yourself. But you just continue, and it is a struggle. You have to continue it, and you have to continue for a long time in order to understand. So if you're not with these people, like if you're not working with Grant Cardone, how else are you going to know what he does and how he does? You got to be all in at least what he gives out to you for free, and you better buy his product. Then you get the inside. So like someone for me, if you're listening to this and you want a little bit more, you can DM me. We can set up a time to meet or talk or FaceTime or something, and you get a little bit more. That's what I did with my mentors. I knew what they did in business. I was in close proximity with them, but I didn't have those conversations that brought me to the next level. And since I had those, it was a game changer because then it tied in everything I thought I knew and I thought I saw, and it made it real. So that's about all I have today. I hope I kept that at about 10 minutes for you guys. That's what I wanted to do. Again, please like, follow, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram Follow me on Instagram primarily because that's where I interact the most with people. It's where I put out the most content. And then come to YouTube for the more in-depth content. So appreciate you guys. Robert Peppo, Small Business Uncensored 14. Follow the plan.